Hey guys, we'll be right with you. Kirk's having a little technical difficulties, but as soon as he gets on, we'll get this started, okay?
Sounds good. How do I get a cool picture like the rest of you?
You just upload the picture to your Zoom profile. So I don't know if you can do it with opening the app. Yeah, you can. So when you open the app, you'll see, oh, you can't really see that, can you? At the bottom, there's a settings button. You just click that, and then up here's your picture. You just click that, and then you change your picture at the top.
Huh.
But my camera looks weird.
You look good.
No, it's good. It's good.
It's like angled. Oh, there it goes.
I like your
weird.
poster in the background.
See, look at my camera. It's funny. Something's wrong with my camera.
It looks
like
foggy.
I think you need to wipe it.
What do I need? What do I need, Pam?
Like, just wipe it like this.
I hope I didn't get water inside.
That's what it looks like.
That is, yeah. It looks like it's condensation or something in there.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you want to all see me. I'm here, though, okay? So,
Sounds
good.
good.
If you can't see me, do I need to be on? I mean, I want to be here. You just don't need to look at my foggy face, right? Okay.
We're good. It's all right. There he is. Kirk.
I don't know. I have
it.
no idea why my Mac is acting up the way it's acting up. I have no idea.
Because it's a Mac.
Yeah, it's
No, Macs are it.
My crappy Dell's working just fine.
All right, you
Dell
guys
laptops
let me know
suck,
when you're
by the
ready
way.
for it to stream, and I'll stream it to the Facebook group whenever y'all are ready.
Yeah, let us know when.
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna have to do, honestly, is pay for the Zoom. Like I said, I was using it's just the free Zoom. So maybe I think that might be the issue. I don't know, but it works fine on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Where's Jared at?
He's on there.
Okay,
Do you see everybody?
there he is.
Yeah, what up, man?
Maybe I can do it that way. Oh, that's much better. Oh, yeah. see my ugly basement.
You good?
I was telling there's Dave. I was telling my wife, I said, the main thing about this, I said, I look so unprofessional. Everybody's got an office. I'm down in my office basement.
No, we sit in the living room.
Please.
You said,
Oh, it looks like we're live on Facebook. I see it up in the corner. Yep, there we are. We did it. Congratulations, tech experts. Welcome, everybody. Glad everybody could tune in tonight. What is today? Tuesday at 9. Here we are. Kirk and Jared are going to explain to us things that they've been learning about the crypto space. And what I've been seeing on our messenger chat, it's a lot. So go for it, guys. Take it away.
I mean, we didn't talk a whole lot about it. I apologize. For one, I've never kind of led one of these in. I was at the beach all day, so I apologize. I don't have notes and stuff or nothing from me. I'd rather it be more of like a question and I can try to answer more than just me yapping at y'all for a set amount of time. I know a couple people were interested in staking, which it's a pretty cool concept. A bunch of different apps you can do it with. So I
just saw that you started staking today with ADA. Which app did you use for that?
So I did Exodus, which I didn't like at first, but that's only because of my mistake. Haha, get it? No. So So I didn't know, like, staking it's really, I wouldn't say it's only worth it if you do a lot, but it definitely helps to have more coins, especially when you're sending it to other apps. I don't know how all of your guys are set up. But anytime you move any crypto, you're gonna get hit with some fees. Most of my coins that I really care about are in crypto.com, just sitting in the wallet there. I know that's not the safest place ever, but I just really like the layout and the ease of use with crypto.com. So those are the ones I care about. And then like Coinbase, I trade coins all the time. So those are like, kind of my project coins. And then there's a bunch of other ones, but I found that Atomic Wallet and Exodus seem to have the most coins that I like to stake. Now to retract a little bit, staking is basically you're just earning interest on your coins. So like I said, the bigger the better, because every single app is going to offer you different percentages, APYs. Went with Exodus because for Cardano, it's like 7.67% or something. I don't know. I have to pull it up on my phone. And what I like about them is they don't have large minimums. So like crypto.com is cool because that's where my coins already are and I wouldn't get hit with that fee. But like I tried staking ETH and you're only getting a 2% APY. Now that's for the year. So you're getting way less than that for, a month or 3-month term. But really staking is for coins you're not going to touch anyway. So every little bit adds up. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a lot. But I was super excited to do it with Cardano because I'm just going to keep adding and keep letting that sit and build up as it, I think, I don't have a crystal ball, but I think we're going to laugh when we said that we bought it for $1.20 one day.
Yeah, I think for the most part too, what I've been hearing too, Jared, over and over again is Cardano is long-term. Cardano is going to be a long-term coin where it might eventually go up in price as far as maybe to like $7-8 by the end of the year. But ADA, and I have ADA in my wallet as well. And I was wondering the same thing because I'm just going to let it sit. There's nothing really to do with it except buy more. That's pretty much about it. So for the most part, that's what I was wondering because I know there's another one called Pinex. Have you heard of that?
No.
So Pinex is it's the same thing. Pinex it's the same exact thing, but with Pinex, and I'm still learning about this, and I don't know about with Exodus, but with Pinex, you can buy grids. So they, buy low, sell it high, and you can set up grids. It's a little more, I don't want to say intense, but it's a little more of a pain to set up because you have so many grids that it'll do actions. You can go up to like 99 grids, and it's an action that Pinex does. Now, that's another one that does staking. There's a pile, like you said, Jared, there's a pile of them out there. And I'm still learning Pinex. So with Exodus, is it much more easy to use?
Yeah, I'm going to pull it up here on my phone. That's kind of why I got on the laptop for the first time doing these Zooms, just to kind of show you guys. And now it's not all of them, but here, let me, I don't know if, hold on. I don't know if y'all can see that. You'll see like in the upper left corner, it'll say APY. And there's only certain ones, but I just like the look of it. It's super clean. All I did was click on it here. It's 6.98%. All I did, you click this little metal thing up here, and it whatever amount you have in there, it's gonna stake it. And I started today. Now the only thing I will say is you won't see anything for your first 20 days on Exodus. but after that, it shows you how much you should get in like a 30-day period. Now, I only stake 250. If you have more, this is obviously going to be higher because it's a percentage, you know. But yeah, and then you claim it, and then after that, it shows up in your account balance every 5 days. There, and then Atomic Wallet is very similar. They just have different coins. Like I said, and I kind of want to emphasize because I know, you know, too much information can be a bad thing, but I know that like there's so many different sites, and so many different sites offer different coins that can be staked. And I haven't really found a user guide. I haven't really found a guide yet that tells you what is what. It's more of like I've just downloaded and played with them and seen if I like it. If not, I ditch it, move on to the next one. But yeah, I mean, I highly recommend Exodus. It's super clean. It's like colorful. It looks kind of cool. It's easy to use. There are a little bit of fees. So you're going to get, most of the time, you're going to get hit with fees on both sides. So let's say you're holding in Binance or Coinbase or, you know, whatever, the main ones. They're probably going to charge you a little bit, like a coin or two. And the new wallet, and Exodus is really just a wallet, just some of them you can stake them. They're gonna hit you with a coin or two, and that's really not that much when Cardano's $1.15, I think, right now. Now I haven't moved any coins that are a lot higher in value, so I haven't moved any ETH. I've only staked my ETH on the crypto.com app, and then, you know, with the Burex and all that, is I moved it. But so I don't know the fee rates. I mean, you can find any of them with Google, or, you know, just go to their website before you download it, because these are wallets, so it's almost like a virtual bank account. You know, I mean, you're gonna have to go through the process, put in all your info, all that stuff. So
right. So Jared, the one I'm talking about, that the Pinex, Pionex. If you want to Google it, Pionex. What that is a trading. It's a trading bot. So
okay.
it's trading for you, and you're making daily. I don't want to say daily interest, but you're making the AI trade for you. Put it that way. So it's not really a wallet. You're putting it into there, and you can get this trading bot to do the trading for you. So that's what Pinex is. Pinex is not a wallet. This is just mainly a trading bot is what it is. So
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't messed around with it. My buddy Jerome's going to come over tomorrow and actually educate me. He's been working with it for the past like month. So I'll know a lot more once he comes over tomorrow, and really go through the website and see exactly what and how to do it. Because he did the same thing, like you said, Jared. He did the same thing where he only did a small amount, like, you know, $30 or $50, just to try it out, see how it works, you know, and see if he's actually making money. You know, it might be $1 here or $1 there. It's not like we're making like Burex, but $1 here, $1 there always adds up, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, we can learn, like I said, I'm learning more on that tomorrow. I'm trying to think of anything else with the staking too. I didn't realize the staking for the most part is all just in the wallet.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are, and really, like, so by definition, staking just means you are validating that coin. So you're holding your spot. And I will say, I wish I could sit here and just list them all, but I don't want to confuse you guys. I mean, if you want to know like ones I've used, I can message you individually or whatever. But some of them will make you do like contracts, like a month, 1 month, 2 month. It's nothing sketchy. So these are going to be on very like trusted apps. But like with Exodus, there's no contract. So after your 20 days, every 5 days, it shows you what you're getting, and all you do is claim it, and it just sits there in your wallet. I've only messed with the wallets. I'm not familiar with something like Pinex. I'm gonna have to look that up when we get off here.
Okay.
But yeah, every staking thing I've seen, it's almost like that's the new thing this year in 2021. Because before I even got into crypto, the big thing was mining, and mining is cool. And if you have, you know, a badass computer and you have all that equipment, or you're willing to spend the money to get all that equipment, that's great. And for those that don't know, mining is basically like your computer stays on, you run a program in your background, and it accumulates tiny bits of, we'll just say Ethereum, you know, over time, and those tiny bits add up. Whereas this is essentially the same thing, but it's more of an interest rate. And I don't know exactly the science on how they can, you know, how they give it to you, but I know it's not, I know it's very legit. It's not like, you know, I guess just like with banks, they give you an interest over time, but
I know.
does anybody have any questions though?
Yeah, Tara, did you want to say something?
Yeah, well, Jared actually answered one of my questions. I was wondering if there was a contractual agreement with some of these places. And so I guess it's kind of just some do, some don't kind of thing. But my other question was, the APY, does it go up with the amount of coins that you have?
No, so the percentage stays the same. Now it depends on when you. I've seen that some companies will, or some apps companies, whatever you want to call it, will change them over time. Like some of these newer coins, in order to get you to stake, they'll throw out like 15%. And I would caution anybody getting anything higher than that, because if you're getting more than 15% on a stake, that to me, that kind of raises a flag. Like, it's not necessarily that it's bad, but it just kind of makes me go, that's a lot. Why are they wanting it that high? But sometimes it's for these newer coins. They just want you to join and hold their, you know, hold their value for a longer period of time. And those higher percentages are usually tied to ones that make you do, I've seen like 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month seem to be like the most common holding times. But that's why I like Exodus. After your 20 days, you can claim it and run with it.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've also heard Kraken, like they do between 8 and 12%, but I don't know about the contractual agreements. I don't know what kind of coins they deal with or anything like that, but that's another one that stakes.
Well, and that's the hard part. You know, if anybody has like a specific one, like feel free to reach out to me or post it in the group, and I'll try to get info on it. I mean, I'm still, like I kind of forewarned, you know, I'm not an expert. I've just started playing with a couple different wallets and really seeing basically, you know, where can I find the most legit bang for my buck? You know, that's my goal, especially like Cardano. I know I'm going to sit on that for a long time. Now, different coins that I might like, I might trade them, so I'm not going to do that. Like I happened to pick up HBAR a few days ago when it was 10 cents, and now it's like 22 cents. And I'll probably sell that when I feel like, okay, this is probably peaking out. But when you know your Ethereum, your Bitcoin, if you have a lot of Litecoin, Cosmos, you know, any of the bigger names, you want to hold a lot of them. If you want to hold a lot of them, it's like a savings account. So
yeah, okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. Like the whole the world that everybody understands, so staking kind of resembles a savings account. But you're getting more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier to send and move, and it's your money and you have control over it.
Exactly. You can do with what you want. That's awesome.
Tara, is that Kraken, is that a wallet as well?
I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
It was just in the course of conversation with somebody that Miles knows, and he had said that he stakes in Kraken. So that's the only way I knew about that.
Yeah, because I didn't know whether or not Kraken was an exchange or if it was a wallet, you know, because there's so many exchanges out there as well, you know?
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Did everybody get the info for to get on the wait list for Coinbase to stake ETH2?
No, I saw that. I don't know if I saw the email or what. I didn't see where to get my name on the wait list, so I think I missed out on that part of it.
Okay, I'll try to find the link and repost it because I think I could be wrong, but the way it was worded is that the people on the wait list are going to get the first shot at the staking for the ETH2 rewards before, and then there'll be a second round.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, that'd be great to know.
ETH2, if I'm not wrong, I believe you have to have a minimum of 32 ETH.
There are, that's another question I had too. That's really good that you brought that up because you're right. 32 ETH is what the magic number that I keep hearing about, but is that on all exchanges or just on certain ones?
I think it's just certain ones. So a lot of these coins want you to use their native website. So like when I was just Googling and looking around for what's the best staking for Cardano, and they gave me like 2 of theirs, like what they want you to use. But yet there's other legit wallets and stuff that have higher percentages and different things. Because I know like you can stake any amount of ETH right now on crypto.com. So I think as long as you have 0.1 or 0.15 ETH, you can stake it on crypto.com. So
yeah, it says that if you stake on your own on Coinbase, it's 32 ETH, but once they roll out the 2.0, there will be no minimum on Coinbase.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But it looks like the interest rate though will be between 3 and 7.5%. So it's probably like a sliding scale. The more you stake, the
No, what did you guys hear about 2.0? I mean, I've heard different things, and on the coin market as far as ETH 2.0, I've heard from the end of the year. I've heard summer. They still don't know, right?
Well, I think it's a stepping stone. Like they're integrating it, some here, some there. Just like I think July is at 1559 that's supposed to begin, and that's where the burning of the ETH comes into play.
Right.
And but yeah, so that's going to take doing that. They're going from like what's it called? A POW to a POS.
Right.
Right. So it's going to kind of take the miners out of it a little bit because the proof of work is the mining capability. And so that is, like I said, it's going to take some of the miners out of work. They're not going to get as much, but that will also start bringing down the gas fees from what they're saying.
Right. I've heard the same thing, Tara. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's really good info. You guys have any questions on anything we've heard so far?
I do. What does burning mean? Because I've heard it several times now, and I know it has to do with the energy or something along those lines, but my brain is not completely registering what a burn is. So do you know? Anybody?
Yeah, I know what I've heard on it, and I don't know how accurate it is, but when they burned like a couple million crow, which shot up the price. It's basically like coins that are completely unaccounted for. Like they cannot track them to anything. And what they do is eventually they have so many coins that were either mined or they were, traded illegally or whatever have you. It's basically crap coins that they need to get rid of. So they burn them, and that usually drives the price up. That's all I know though.
True. That's what I've heard too.
Pam, you put in the chat that the Pionex has high hodl. What does that mean?
Sorry, I had to find my unmute button. So Tara and I were talking one of these days, and we were talking about Pi and how you can mine Pi. And so when I opened that app and I was scrolling through like the reviews and stuff, I saw on part of the app that it says on the very last page, it has Pi HODL. So HODLs is like a acronym or a saying, I think, for like hold. Does anybody know? Yes, for the acronym. So you hold on to the coin for long term. So in the app, the Pinex app, you can open it and look at it there on the last page if you open the information on it, and it'll tell you there. So I know Tara and I were talking about it, so I put it in the chat. I thought that was pretty cool because right now we have a couple of friends like mining the Pi, and it's super easy to do. My friend said, all you do is open the app, you check in, you do a little something. Yeah. And so that would be something cool that we could all try out. Because you gain coins that way too. And what if you have hundreds of coins by the time it's time to get them, and then it shoots up from 10 cents to $1.80, like some of these coins are doing overnight. So that's all that meant. So you have long-term holds, like they were talking about, you're holding them for a long time, like Ethereum and Bitcoin and the bigger coins. And then you have like midterm holds. So right now, when we just had this dip the other day, it was a great time to load up on the things that were pulling back and then holding midterm. So by the end of this bull cycle, it'd be a great time to get rid of them. You know, after one of the videos that was posted the other day, it says like mid-September, end of September to be looking for the bull run to end. So one of the things I was watching was just stating that there's 3 waves in every cycle. So we've already had one wave, and that was over the last couple of months, a huge run up that happened. So then the dip came, and now we're running up to the second wave. Like we're literally just starting. And from the charts of the past several years, I think it went back to 2010, the height of the next 2 is going to be substantial. Like it's unbelievable, the possibility for it. So even now is a great time to buy if you can find places that are pulling back. Even like find your favorite coins, wait until they're pulling back, because they will, and buy them. ADA, like everybody should have that one. I think we've all made that super clear. That's one that dude, it's insane what they're doing. And then Cody is another one, COTI. It's really freaking cool. And they have a lot of news coming out. It was just pumping yesterday on some of the news, but it's going to be a longer term project, and it's cheap. It's like, I don't know, 25, 30 cents now, I think, maybe 40. And so OGN, Engine, the ENJ one that everybody saw pump the other day, those are just going to keep going up. All these NFTs and DeFis, like you're not going to go wrong with getting into them, because they're all going to pump, whether they're $25 right now or they're 20 cents. You're going to be good because they're hot and they're just getting started. So everybody's just really starting building those things. So they're always a good buy too. But sorry, little tangent there, but that's all that means. Pi is like a coin. And I think I'm saying that right, Tara? It's a coin, yeah. Pi is a coin, and then you can mine it.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it on my phone. I think I got like, I don't know, 5 people underneath me, and as long as they mine, the more people that you have doing like my son's on it, my other son's on it, and all you do is hit it once a day. So the more people that you have underneath you that are mining, the more that you get. I think I'm over 200 and some odd pies, and all I'm doing is hitting the button in one day or once a day.
Exactly.
And it's mining on your phone. Yeah, you hit it once a day, and it's mining every day.
But the cool thing about Pi is that, like, instead of the blockchain or whatever that all of the other cryptocurrencies use to verify anything, the whole basis of Pi is that it's crowdsourced. It's like, that's the verification. It's crowdsourced verification. So if it ever does make it mainstream, I'm going to be rolling, because apparently my son and his whole football team have been doing it for like 3 years, and their Pi store is insane.
Wow.
I've only been doing it like not even a month, and I already have almost 200.
Wow. Yeah, I've only been doing it. Yeah, it's been about maybe a month, and I'm right at like 200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna have to get on that.
For sure.
It's pretty simple. The other one I want to make sure, and I don't know because I know I was talking to Cindy today. She did a video, so that we'll be working on that. She sent that over to me. So
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Cindy.
I'm excited to see. I'm excited. We had a little technical issue with the software, but we worked through it. So we got that straightened out, and like I said, she just sent that over to me. But the one I was telling her about, and I want to make sure that everybody knows about that student coin. So I want to make sure that everybody that's on the group, as far as that student coin, if you read up on it, supposedly, I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, Miles, I think it's May is when they're going to go to the exchange, I believe is what, there you go, STC. Yep. So there's a banner on, I think, Binance. There's another banner, I believe on, there's one of the exchanges that they have a large banner stating, what student loan or student coin is all about. But me personally, I'm excited about it because it's really cheap right now. I picked up, I think I got like around 12,000 STCs, and literally I bought one. One was at I think it was like $12 I got for 1,000 of them. And then I spent like another like $120 and I got another 10,000 STCs. So I got around 12,000 STCs. But they're mainly what they're doing is funding right now on the student coin is what they're doing is funding it. And they have stages up to stage of, I believe 100. And once they're staged up to 100, they're trying to raise, I want to say it was around 10 million is what they're trying to get to. Once they do that, then they're going to go on their exchange. Now, same thing I was telling Cindy, we don't know what it's going to be when it hits the exchange. But if we can get in for less than a penny a share or less than a penny a coin, I mean, like I said, I spent $130 and I got 12,000 of them. I mean, if they go to $1, so be it. They go, it's less than a penny right now. So
could you imagine that buying in less than a penny goes to $1?
I know. And I think the neat part about, the more you research it, the neat part about the student coin is, Harvard's involved with it. There's you can see it on the website. There's a bunch of schools and all these universities throughout the world are going to use this.
Yeah, and so it's essentially, guys, I mean, the whole basis of it is essentially students using this to make their tuition payments, to buy books, to live on campus, and all the different things that they need to have money for when they live at a university or go to school at a university and things like that. Yep. So
it's a neat project. I think it's a really neat project that they're doing.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, and it makes a lot of sense where, in today's day and age, I mean, hopefully like everybody younger than, I mean, they're going to be using this crypto more than anything, so for them to have it worldwide, not just universities in the United States, but literally worldwide that they're working on this. So the only thing that I see, which, kind of ruffles my feathers, is the STC is actually out of Warsaw, Poland. So that at the very, very bottom of the page, it says where it's staged from is from Warsaw, Poland. It's okay, but I keep hearing Russia and all that bad vibes. I'm like, you know what, man? It's $150. To hell with
it. Exactly.
Where can you buy the STC at?
There's a website.
It's stctoken.com.
Okay, thank you.
And as far there is now the only thing that like I had 3 people use my referral code, Tara, and I don't know if it's working, honestly. It says it, I mean, if you check yours, I mean, on mine, I had referred 3 people, and it says you can get 30% referral. Like someone spends $10, you'll get 30% as in STCs. but I personally haven't seen anything come through. So I don't know if the referral is even working yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know they put money towards it, like $10, $15 or whatever, but literally I haven't seen except for the one, and I got 600 STCs. I don't know where it came from. Honestly, I
don't know. To be honest with you, Kirk, I remember I was having that problem that nobody would send me an email. And I still haven't gotten one. So I think what we might do is try his email address and see if we had to do that with Hyperfund last night to see if it works. So
yeah, let me,
I don't know what's up with my email address. Nobody likes Comcast.
Well, Tara, when you get a link in it, send it to me and I'll use your link.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
I have a question about the student coin thing though. So when you go to buy it, there's 3 different ways that you can buy. You can either do Coinbase, MetaMask, or debit card. If you click on debit card, you get this huge warning screen that says, we do not sell to US. You can't purchase because you're in the US or its territory. We reserve the right to block and retain any, if we even think you're like, that's the scary, it's a pretty scary disclaimer.
Yeah, I don't know. With how regulated the United States is, we're lucky we're able to do anything with cryptocurrency right now.
Yeah, I think that's why Tyler has these, because I think he's originally like where we all heard it from, this STC.
Yeah.
But just use a VPN, because I don't think he would give us information if he thought it was like a huge risk. He probably would have made it very clear, they have this huge warning and you need to make sure you're blah, blah, blah. My personal thoughts anyway, because Tyler's always been pretty straightforward when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm grabbing it right now. I'm going to put it on the Cool Kids message board here.
Awesome.
Give it a try. And like I said, let's see here real quick. There, paste. Put this up for you guys. All right, this is coming over on the Cool Kids. There you go. That should be on the Cool Kids. The mess in Facebook there. And like I said, Cindy, the main thing about it is too, what I did, just to let you know, what I did is I used Coinbase, and it's a lot easier to look at, where Coinbase, you can do MetaMask as well, but I'm used to Coinbase. So Coinbase, you click on it and it says buy, and it has the numbers of, how much you want to spend. So it'll have, I think it's 10,000, I believe. No, I'm sorry, 1,000. It's 1,000.
Right.
So you do 1,000, you go buy, you hit Coinbase. I'm looking at it right now. You go buy. So right now, 1,000 STCs is $12.08. 2,000 is $25. 5,000 is $64. 10,000 is $128. And each phase, Cindy, it's going to go up in cost. And when you click on, say, 2,000. When you click on 2,000, what I did, Tara, I don't know, but what I did is I put USD into Coinbase, and then when you put your name and email and you hit continue with payment, I use the QR code from there, and I just use the QR code on my phone and I send it over, and it takes less than like 2 minutes, and it comes over to the account. So I bought 2 of them, or I bought 2 times, and I didn't have any issue all with Coinbase. So I just used Coinbase. To me, it was a lot easier. It's very simple. Now, as far as the credit card, debit card, I haven't tried that. So I don't know.
But, so you used Coinbase to buy STC?
No. I used Coinbase. All I did is put dollars. I put USD in there.
Okay, so you used the USDC.
Yep. I'm sorry. Yeah, USDC. Put that in there. Once I put that in there, then I went back over, use Coinbase. Once you had the money in Coinbase, continue, hit pay, and then continue with payment, and it gives you a QR number. I'm sorry, a QR code, and hit send from Coinbase, and it comes over in like a minute or two. Real simple. Through Coinbase, it's real simple. I haven't really messed around with MetaMask too much, but Coinbase, like I said, I did it a couple times, and my buddy Mike Lebo, he's on the I don't think he's on the call here. Same thing. I think he picked up close to like 20,000 or 25,000 STCs. He's like, it's the same thing. I mean, he's a baseball coach for Penn State, and he said the same thing. He's like, these kids, that's why I think he's so excited about it, because he works for the college. He's like, I know these kids, these young kids, that's all they're going to be using is this crypto. He said it's fantastic. So he's excited about the project too. So
sweet.
We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's cool. I think it's a good platform. I mean, it totally makes sense.
Yeah,
especially with 100%. The age group that's going to be using it. It makes 100%. A whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
What the heck happened to Ethereum in the last hour?
Why? What's it down to now?
It dropped down to $100.
What?
Dropped $100, like it goes straight down.
Not to 100, by 100, right?
No, by 100, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say,
what? No.
Lost his mind for a second.
About?
Abort.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, everybody's getting on their phones. What is going on?
Yeah.
No, but that's
Jared.
That's
Jared, what are your other favorite coins?
Huh?
Hey.
What are your other favorite coins?
I got a bunch of them.
Jared, I was going to ask your thoughts on Polkadot too. Is that something that you've looked at?
I have about 5 Polkadot, which is not a lot. I had a lot in the beginning, and I kind of traded them away because I lost interest. Mm-hmm. I haven't done enough research on it, but I know a lot of people are hyped about it, so I know it's gotta be half promising.
And it's backed by China.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing. But with the doofus in office, it might not be a bad thing to get some Polkadot.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of Cardano's competition. So I meant to mention earlier, you guys probably know this, but so Bitcoin was Gen 1 with crypto. Ethereum is kind of the Gen 2 big dog, and then Gen 3 is kind of Cardano and Polkadot are kind of battling it out.
Oh, okay.
So I have a little bit of both. I don't pick teams. I know a lot of people are like, whatever. I'll just invest a little bit while they're cheaper now and hope they both explode.
Did you see? Did you see Decentraland? Did you see that? That skyrocketed up.
I have that.
I don't understand Decentraland.
I have that.
It's like a game or something.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Mana. M-A-N-A.
Mana. Yep. M-A-N-A. Mana. Yep.
So I think a huge one no one's really talking about, and they virtually have like zero competition, is Chainlink. I think Link is a very good coin to own. That chain is gonna explode over the next 1 to 2 years. It's at 6 cents right now.
Which one was that?
VeChain or VET, VET.
Okay.
What's Chainlink? Hey, Jared, what's Chainlink?
Chainlink, it's how they package it when they send it. And from what I was reading, they don't really have any competition. Like, the reason XLM isn't taking off like it's supposed to is they're basically tying that to, they're basically not going to go anywhere as long as Bitcoin is the big dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? So all these coins, I don't know how they're correlated or who's on what team or whatever. And that's a lot more digging that I haven't done yet. But I know, so this says Link is fully decentralized Oracle network that provides smart contracts that enables the sending of payments from the contract to bank accounts and payment networks, as well as connect smart contracts to the data sources and APIs they need to function easily. But there's no other coin that's really trying to do that, which is why I think it'll be successful. But
Gotcha.
I mean, you know, my guess is as good as y'all's on what's gonna be good and what's not.
Litecoin
Binance,
too, right?
Binance, I would definitely own Binance.
BNB.
Yep.
Where's BNB sitting at right now, man? Oh, BNB. Oh,
280. Last I looked.
Yeah. Binance coin is number 3. Tara, hey Tara, did you pick up any of the file? The FIL?
I have not yet.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I have not yet. But that is also a jumper here and there.
Yeah.
Filecoin
too.
FIL.
Yeah, Filecoin.
Yeah. Yep.
I will say I paid the $50 for an entire year subscription of Coin Stats, and it lets you pull a lot of the major exchanges all into one place. So you're not actually pulling the coins, you're just pulling the value of the coin, like you're just pulling your transactions in. And so you can just scroll through and see, because now that I've got like 1 or 2 altcoins in this exchange, 1 or 2 in this exchange, it's like all of a sudden becoming a nightmare. And uploading it all into Coin Stats has been a huge help, because
so
I can
it kind of keeps
see
track of it.
everything. Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Yeah, that is nice.
$50 for the year.
I think it was definitely worth it. It was like $54.99 for a whole year.
Oh.
The one, hey, yeah, Jared, and I don't know if I posted this. There's another one that I found called tensorcharts.com. Have you heard of that?
No.
So this one right here, I was reading up on this. I'll put this in the chat. It's free. It's just to look at it, but it's how the coins, like you were saying, how the coins are reacting. And it also gives you, like we were hearing about these whales that, they pick up, 3,000 Ethereum, these large purchases, right? And I saw it on a YouTube video. This guy was looking at this chart. I'm like, and I kept pausing the video. I'm like, what is he looking at? Because he can actually see the actual purchases of Bitcoin, like blocks of Bitcoin that people are buying.
Right.
So he went to this. It's called here. I'll send it. It's called it's Tensor TENSOR charts.com. And it's real interesting because you can put any coin in there and see how it's moving. It's just like I said, it's a good chart, and it's like I said, it's another it's another website that can confuse you even more.
You said it was Tensor Chart?
Yeah, TENSOR charts.com.
I think whoever posted the big blow up yesterday, because I guess the holding company that holds Burax sold, like it showed that they dumped like 52,000 ETH out of the main account yesterday. And I think that it looks like a Tensor chart that they posted.
Are you kidding me? Really?
Okay, another time, another place. We're being positive. We are being positive.
Oh, it just breaks my heart. Oh my God.
We're being positive.
Positivity and reality meet sometimes. But I never heard where you can actually look at the exchanges like that, or like look at the big purchases. But if you guys are on Twitter, there's a couple whale alerts, and they show you all sorts of like huge quantities And that's how I've discovered some of the cheaper ones, like Vet Chain. I discovered a while ago because somebody bought like 1 million of them.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I mean, I don't even say like I know that a ton about altcoins. Like you guys are talking about coins. I'm like, are they speaking Spanish? I've never even heard of these like lesser ones. I just kind of like personally, I just kind of like look at probably the top like 100, and then I Google them. I look at their website. I look at what people say about them. There's a couple guys on YouTube I listen to, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, let's invest some. Because I think kind of what Tara said, or maybe it wasn't Tara. Somebody was saying earlier, if you can't go wrong with investing in some of these DeFis and other coins. I mean, all they're gonna do is go up. I mean, the more and more people get exposed, like I know I just started this back in January. I think it was January 2nd. And there's just gonna be more and more people, and then you have your more and more places taking these, and I don't know. Pretty soon they're gonna be offering classes because it's a lot.
Yeah, without
It
a
is
doubt.
a lot.
That's without a doubt. Yeah.
I know. That's exactly why we're doing this, so that everybody can come together and kind of tell everybody what they've been into and what they found. And, it just will enlighten all of us, because I'm sure everybody is now off in 20 different directions because there's so many avenues to travel down when it comes to this crypto stuff. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, without a doubt, Tara. I mean, it's a lot to take in. It really, because like you said, Jared, too, there's like these charts that I'm finding. Just different stuff that you find. I'm like, where did this come from? And then you start reading into it, and then it goes from one site to another site to another site, and next thing you know, you just spend it's 2:00 in the morning and you're still reading. You're still reading. It's like, I got to get up tomorrow. So yeah, you get kind of involved with it.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, thanks, Dave. Appreciate it, Dave.
Dave and I are dressed alike. Everybody notice?
Yeah.
Good job, Kim. She picked up on that. Oh, that was you? Oh, that was him.
No problem, Kirk.
Yeah,
I thought you want to get your toes, just kind of test it out in the water a little bit. I had no idea you just do a cannonball into the deep end.
Well, like you said, you start talking about it, and it's just like, I didn't really pay attention to it. And then once you get into it, it's like, man, there's so much that you can learn.
I mean, it's just incredibly fascinating.
Oh my God. There's so much, man. That's the thing. I mean, Jared, just like you said, man, you start reading into it, and it's just like, you're going to go to this one, you're going to go to this one, and next thing you know, you're reading up on someone else's white paper. Well, that's a neat project. You go to that one. The problem is, I think the main thing is what to invest in. There's
too many options.
Yeah, there's too many options. Yeah, where you're like, should I put some money at this, or just, well, maybe it'll go, down to like less than a penny in a month, and you just don't know what. I think that's.
Well, you got to look at the market caps too. You got to look at how much. Like what I do is you got to look at how much is really going into it and how much of it's just hype. You got to see where people's, they put their money where their mouth is, and then you got to see who they're involved with. I won't get involved with anybody unless there's at least one exchange or wallet or other coin or, grouping that I'm half familiar with. You know what I mean? Because the sketchy part with all this crypto is, as much good and potential there's so much fraud and so much bullshit because it's impossible to track. This is a hacker's paradise as well as it is you and I,
Right.
Yeah, right. I agree. 100%.
And that's why I think, Tara, you talked about wallets like a week or two ago, and that's wallets are pretty important too, because just because it says .io does not mean it's legit. There's one in Britain that I was looking up the other night, and it was almost set up exactly like, no offense, Burex. And I did a little bit more digging, and when the Google searches run out after like 2 pages, like the results, you're like, I don't know. But
Jared, you and Cindy, I've heard y'all both talk about doing trades. Do y'all do trades a lot?
yeah, I probably trade too much. If you get good at it, to me, that's the fastest way for gains. Like staking is great for a long term. Like I said, I call it a stakings account because it's like a savings account. But if you can time the sell high and the buy lows, that's the quickest way to gain, whatever coin you're eyeing. Like I almost sold my ETH earlier, and I should have, now that it's dropped 100 something bucks, but I missed it. But oh well, you hold it and wait for the next up, and then maybe you time it better next time. I mean, that's the gamble of it.
Yeah.
Cindy, have you done a lot of trading?
I mean, I've done a little bit, but I mean, it's been with really small amounts just because I'm trying to teach myself like the charts and everything. So, really the majority of what I learned was taking all of the free stuff that I got from Coinbase and just kind of playing with it to see what was the best. And then like for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just because the gas fees are so low or because the coin price was low. If you like to transfer from Coinbase to crypto.com, which is where I have the majority of what I have, if you converted it all to Stellar, it was free to move it. The cost was so low. So I moved it over to crypto.com and bought what I wanted over there with it, and it was all house money.
That's so ironic you said that, because literally last night I converted everything I had on Coinbase, which that's where I've done all my trades too. I got, you start with a free 40 bucks, flip here, flip that goes up, okay, sell, whatever. But I put it all into Stellar, and then I transferred it over to crypto, and I converted all of my Stellar into Crow last night.
Nice.
Jared, now how did you actually do that, man? Because I have the same thing. I earned all the Coinbase going through those online videos. So I have yet to. I'd like to do that. So is it a matter of just it's a transfer from Coinbase to crypto, or is it or do you sell and then move it over to crypto?
Well, if you want to move it all over, all your free whatever, I think the easiest way is just to convert it all into one coin and then send that one coin over. Not one coin, but one type of coin. So like, I think I had like 40 Stellar. So I had Stellar, the Graph,
right?
Yeah. EOS and Loop Ring or something, and I just made them all Stellar, and then I sent all my Stellar over to crypto.com.
Okay, all right, I'll have to try that out tonight then.
Yeah, just make sure whatever you're converting it to, make sure crypto takes it in, because they don't take in everything.
Oh, okay.
So like, well, maybe they do, because Coinbase, at least, yeah, I mean, Coinbase has only the popular coins, so they probably would take it in. But
I know crypto.com has a pretty big list, but I think they're also limited. You just have to check first.
Okay.
But I wanted to tell you guys that if anybody wants to like research a certain coin, like even the ones that really aren't known, if you just type into Google what is whatever the 3 or 4 letters that they use to describe that coin, and then type in Kraken has a whole list of like all these coins that are out there. Even like I had gotten some REN, REN. So if you type in what is REN, Kraken, it brings up this Kraken library of all these different coins, and it'll tell you what the background story of these particular coins are.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's all in one library, which makes it easy to find then.
Oh yeah, that's great.
And it'll show like related coins. So like it knows what moves with what. Because I think one of the things I'm really trying to figure out is like, I know that like Ethereum, obviously the ERC20 tokens move with Ethereum because that's what they are. They're built on the Ethereum chain. But there's like groups. So like when I downloaded the Atomic Wallet, I realized that like Zill and Atom, which is Cosmos, like they're kind of grouped. They're almost like I don't know, like conferences and sports, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to explain it. Even within the DeFi network, like they're almost like on different teams, but there's a bunch of coins on the different teams. I don't know how to explain it.
That's actually a good explanation, I think, for anybody who's a sports enthusiast anyway.
Well, so like for like here, this is the Atomic Wallet. This is what you can stake on here. So this would be like Adam's team is like these are the ones they support because they're related to each other. They got to be. But it doesn't, I don't know how I'm trying to explain it. I will think of a better way. I have a pictograph, like different networks are under the same umbrella, if you will. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Guys, this was awesome. Does anybody have any questions? Want to add any more information? I love these calls. I learned so much. Yeah, this is great. Little powwows. I love it. So,
yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I mean, for this kind of being the first time, for this group where, that this setting, this type of call, I mean, this was awesome.
Yeah, I agree. So maybe in like a week, this is Tuesday. If Tuesdays at 9 is good for everybody, we can just continue that. And maybe next week, Josh and I can get on and talk. We can talk NFTs and then splinter off into whatever else we want to talk about after that.
Yeah, Tara, I talked to Frank today, the guy with the music.
Right.
And he's got a lot of information. I was talking to him today, and same thing. He's doing a lot of research, and this, that, and the other. So I'll definitely make sure that he's on the call next week because he's finding out a lot. Yeah, he's finding out a lot of information as well. So we'll have to wait to see what he got.
Okay. Yeah, That's great. Yeah, I think the other night I was going to buy my first NFT, but I think I'm going to do it tonight. I am. I kind of like, I don't know. And then tonight, I don't know. I'm just going to do it. I want to see the process. I want to see what happens, So I think I'm just going to do it.
Is that the art stuff?
Yeah.
The virtual art?
Yeah, there's music, there's virtual art. There's you can actually buy the virtual token art, but then you can also get the actual art piece mailed to you too. It just depends on the type of NFT it is, but we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, take care. Have a wonderful night. And thank you so much for coming. It's fantastic.
All right. You guys take care.
All right. You too. Thanks. Bye-bye, guys.